So, good evening, everybody. And I extend a very warm welcome to everybody, whoever is even listening to this session after at the recording part of it. So, a very warm welcome to everybody, whoever is going to be live as well as those who are going to watch the recording through this. So, my name is Diksha Karapurkar, and my work is essentially in coastal environmental modeling, and I essentially use remotely sensed data, that is satellite data, lidar data, for analysis, that is finding environmental status, and to even predict what might happen with the environmental small environment that I am looking at. Yes, so along with this research, I also guide students and professionals in using these geospatial tools, that is remotely sensed data or the softwares associated with it, for environmental and earth science studies essentially. Um, Pravinya, as you have heard of it, it is a space that I have created to share any little bit of knowledge that I have, to build skills among young professionals, young researchers, young students, and also to connect learners all along this, those who are especially working in environmental sciences. The goal is very simple. It is to make research methods and the methodologies more accessible so that everybody can access them. And essentially, we use freely available tools, freely available data to impart these skills into students, into young researchers. And coming to today's session, as I named it, from idea to publications. Often what happens is, uh, many of us have pretty many ideas, right? All along while you read a research paper, maybe you are listening to your peers, you are listening to your seniors, you are listening to your advisor, and many research ideas pops up in your head, but not every time we write it down. I mean, that's the first thing that we should do. We should write whatever little research that comes to your research, a small research problem that comes to your head. That's the first thing that you have to do, write it down. I would always suggest that, because today you might not be feeling that urgency in writing it down, but later along the way you will realize that I have already forgotten the concrete question that popped up in my head few months back, or few weeks back, or even maybe yesterday. So when it pops up in your head, that's when it is fresh, and maybe that same research problem has not been identified by anybody else, and that is where the zest of it lies. You have to keep yourself aware that these are the thoughts that often come to my head. So today's session, as I have named it, from idea to publication. Why this topic? If I was to recollect as to why exactly I floated this particular session from idea to publication, it's because many of us, not just researchers who have already been in the field, or who have already been investigating and things like that, but many early researchers as well many early researchers as well find it very difficult to answer few questions. What really are these questions? How to even shape your research idea, because it is still very new, right? So there are few of you all who are joining in. We have 4 minutes to go. Yes. So the questions that often lies with us are, how do I shape my research idea that has just popped up in my head, because it is still um, very infant, right? You have to grow that research idea, get more understanding about it, and besides that, you would also want to know whether similar or such research idea has popped up in somebody else's head. So that as well is important, and you would want to read around that research idea, right? So when you want to read more about it, what are the different things that are going on regarding the idea that has popped up in your head, you have to definitely find literature. And not just simply find literatures, but you have to find relevant literature that has to remain with you until the completion of your idea, right? Until the completion of your um, research. So but often what happens is that we read so many things, and then if at all we happen to publish that particular idea, then we realize that not everything remained along, right? Not every research article or every book or every review article that you read remained with you. Some of those you will feel that, oh, I must have not read this, but I ended up reading it all. But then it is not something that is yielding to me. So that's what you realize at the very end. And that at times is slightly frustrating, isn't it? I mean, reading is not frustrating, but then that very idea that I read so much and then it is something that I am not going to use all throughout, that is what really troubles us. Besides this, also to find a methodology that is going to solve your objectives, that is also a problem. To be very specific, you read there are so many ways in which you can there are so many ways in which you can achieve your objectives, or address the idea, the research problem that you have thought of. But identifying that one methodology that won't take too long for you to learn and then implement uh, the approach and then find your answers, as well as some methods might not, you might not have the instruments that are required for it. Maybe the software is not there and something like that. So these are the problems that we often come across, and finding these methods or choosing these methods is also one question that remains with not just early career researchers like PG students or UG students during their final year project, but also with uh, you know uh, elder researchers who have been into research at least for 3 or 4 or 5 years, and even after their PhD, so they still remain with that question. Often these are the common questions that come to our head anytime that it is time for executing any given research. And finally, how to really write this. There is this one very common phrase, very popular among students these days. They say that I have got a writer's block. What it means is that they are not able to write. Apparently, they say that I might want to take a break. I don't know how long, maybe 1 day, 2 day, or maybe a week, maybe a month. But then it's becoming very difficult to write. I also complained of this similar thing with my guide, with my advisor earlier. I would tell sir that so I'm just not able to write, I don't know what to do, but I'm not able to write. So he would suggest me, um, the best thing is you rather write something that you have understood or you have found out today. So every day you write merely 50 to 60 words. If you are in good mood, write 100 words, but every day write a little, right? So I started doing something similar, and at the end of a week I realized that I'm coming out of that writer's block, and I'm really writing something that might not be the final thing that will go into my thesis or into my manuscript, but then yes, I do write something, some or the other thing. Don't remain with that writer's block. That concept of writer's block, don't remain with it. Make sure that you overcome it by simply writing whatever you know, anything in any language, but you write it down. So these are the common questions that pop up in our head whenever it comes to a new research idea that we try to address. And I would say that this session is meant to make that journey very clear and rather more simpler. Because research, when we think of, if any layman thinks of research, then they will say that it is a big mountain that needs to be chopped down, right? But it might not necessarily be like that, very concretely like that. It is a journey that has to be just clear, and it has to be simpler, and that is exactly what we are going to discuss about today in this particular session. So, what do I expect from you? Or rather, what should you expect from me? We both should be expecting this from each other rather. I would say that at the end of this session, I hope you leave with um, more practical steps and a lot of confidence to take care of the research idea that you have thought of, and to have confidence, to have gained enough confidence, may it be even primary, but enough confidence to take your research idea forward and not just forget it or to leave it behind, rather to take it forward. So with this, we are already into the seventh hour. Let's get into the session.